Now, when most people think about the Netherlands, of course they think about the city here, Amsterdam. But what if I told you in less than an hour from Amsterdam, you can also experience this? Now, this video was done in partnership with Amsterdam. So to start the day, I headed over to the Amsterdam store at Amsterdam Central Station and picked up a goodie bag that they had for me. Oh, thank you, man. Appreciate
You're welcome.
it. Thank you. Have a good one.
Have a nice day.
Now, one of the items in the bag was an Amsterdam region travel ticket, which gives you unlimited public transport by bus, tram, train, and metro throughout Amsterdam and other surrounding cities. And for this trip in particular, I'm taking the train over to Lelystad.
Na een korte stop rijden wij door als intercitytrein van Zwolle naar Bolstring bij de Heerenveen en Leeuwarden. Maar nu is Lelystad.
Alright, I made it now to Lelystad. Really excited to be here. This is my second time here in Lelystad because the other time I was here is when I did the Dutch trivia video, which was a really fun one. But yeah, I didn't really get to explore the city or the surrounding area, so really curious to see what they have in store for me here today. So right now I'm going to Oostvaardersplassen. It's a big nature reserve. Someone's gonna pick me up and take me over there and show me around. So yeah, let's see what it has in store. Hallo! Hoi, ik ben Tom.
Suzanne?
Ja, Akno. Oké, met wie ben ik vandaag?
Ik ben Suzanne McVering en ik werk voor de gemeente Lelystad.
Nou, Logan, jij komt zelf uit Lelystad, toch?
Ja, zeker. Ik woon hier al 38 jaar met veel plezier. Net niet geboren, maar wel mijn hele leven opgegroeid. En een prachtige stad om in te wonen.
Nou, leuk. En volgens mij, Lelystad is echt de nieuwe plek hier in Nederland, toch?
Ja, het was vroeger water,
Ja.
dus het is zeker een nieuwe plek. Inmiddels niet meer zo nieuw. Er zijn genoeg ontwikkelingen geweest en de stad is al echt wel uitgebreid. En genoeg leuke dingen om te doen. Dus daar gaan we nu ook naartoe. En we gaan jou brengen naar de gids. En hij gaat een jeep safari met jou doen door het gebied.
Oh, dat is super low.
Ja, het wordt door het ruige gebied. Dus je gaat echt buiten de gebieden waar je normaal als bezoeker mag komen. Om echt beleving te krijgen. Dus ik denk dat je veel verschillende dieren gaat zien.
Top, nou, ik heb er veel zin in.
Welkom in de Oostvaardersplassen.
Alright, I'm now walking inside of the park. I'm gonna first have lunch over here. Then after that, doing a jeep tour. Really looking forward to that. That's gonna be crazy. She said it's like being in a safari here in the Netherlands. Like, I would have never expected that. Oké, nou, ik ga echt een Nederlandse maaltijd hier hebben, want ik ga appeltaart bestellen. Ik heb ook bitterballen besteld. En ik heb ook Flevoland. Nou, Flevoland heb ik ooit gehoord, maar ik wist niet precies wat het is. Dus kun je mij uitleggen precies, wat is Flevoland?
Flevosap wordt gemaakt van fruit wat gekweekt wordt op Flevolandse bodem.
Ah, oké.
Is
Dus
dat?
het is bijzonder voor de
Komt
appel.
van Flevoland.
Ja, precies.
Ja.
Nou, heerlijk. Ik ben benieuwd.
Alsjeblieft.
I'm not even gonna lie, that apple pie is one of the best ones I ever had in this country, seriously. That was super good. Now it's time for the bitterballen. For those of you that don't know, here in the Netherlands, it's a typical fried snack that's really popular, especially when you have a borrel. If you know what a borrel is, then you should watch this video. Now, alright, now we are in nature tour right now. En ik ben hier met, hoe heet je meneer?
Adrie,
Adrie, aangenaam. En hoe lang ben je hier aan het werken?
als gids, ik denk bijna 10 jaar nu.
Bijna 10 jaar. En dus je houdt van natuur en alles?
Ja, zeker. Maar, ja.
Alright, now anyone that knows me personally knows that I'm not a big nature person. I'm more of a city guy. But this is really cool to see, especially knowing how close this is to Amsterdam. Just see all these animals just roaming freely and different types and just all the grass and greenery. Like, it's really beautiful. I highly recommend coming to see this. En dit hier is precies?
Nou, dit is een vogelkijkhut. Een hele mooie, grote, 2 verdiepingen. Dus heb je een mooi uitzicht over het beschermde gebied. En hij staat op de grens van het wandelgebied, wat vrij toegankelijk is, en het beschermde gebied, waar je alleen met de gids mag komen.
So this was honestly one of my favorite parts of the day. Audrey took me inside of the 2-story hut and he provided me with binoculars in order to look out at the birds that were super far away. And honestly, it was super cool because he was such a knowledgeable guy. He told me all about the different animals that are here at this nature reserve throughout the different parts of the year. And I don't know, as I mentioned earlier, I'm not a big nature person, but I learned a lot through this experience.
Dat ze eruit wisselen, niet afvragen. Bij wijze van spreken.
Ja, ze zijn helemaal voor.
Ja, maar kijk, ja, het is een heel rustig beestje. Maar.
Ja, deze willen dat we niet weggaan. Ja, hoe gaat dit uitlopen? Oh! Hoe groot in totaal is deze gebied?
5600 hectare.
Oh, wauw.
Het beschermde deel. En dan liggen er nog bosgebieden omheen. Ja. Die een dubbele functie hebben, zeg maar. Ook recreatief. En ook nog wel wat houtproductie. Ja. En als je die erbij telt, dan is het 7800.
Oh, wauw. Dat is best wel groot dus.
Ja, ja.
Oké, nou, we zijn bij het eind van deze tour. Dus Audrey, ik zou je alvast graag zeggen, heel erg bedankt voor deze tour. Dat was super leuk. Ik heb zoveel geleerd, veel interessante dingen gezien. En is er iets dat je zou graag zeggen tegen mensen die zou willen hier bezoeken of zo?
Nou ja, ik zou zeggen, als je hier komt, geniet ervan. En komen ze in verschillende seizoenen, omdat dan de variatie in wat hier leeft en bloeit en zo ook zo groot is. Ja. Dus ja, het is een mooi stukje Flevoland.
Ja. Oké, nu moet ik doei zeggen tegen Suzanne. Ik wil zeggen heel erg bedankt voor alles hier organiseren hier in Lelystad.
Graag gedaan.
Super leuk. Ja. Is er iets je zou graag zeggen tegen de mensen die willen Lelystad bezoeken of zo?
Ja, kijk vooral de video en je ziet van alles moois wat hier te doen is. En er is nog veel meer te ontdekken, dus wees welkom in Lelystad.
Ja, nou super leuk. En ook de kinderen, willen jullie iets zeggen?
Doei!
Alright, it's time for the next stop that they have for me here on the itinerary. Bataviastad. Seems like a really cool outdoor mall, so I'm curious to see what they have here.
Well, Bataviastad Fashion Outlet is an outdoor shopping center with up to 250 premium brands with a discount up to 70%. And for people who live outside of the Netherlands, we have a VIP day pass. And with the day pass, you get 10% discount on the outlet price, valid in all the participating stores.
So this mall actually reminds me a lot about a mall back in my hometown in California. It's called Victoria Gardens. And yeah, it just gives like really just nice, cozy, gezellig community vibes at this mall. I had no idea that Max Verstappen had his own store. It's really impressive. Now, there's one thing I learned about Dutch people. If they have anyone that does something like on a world stage, oh man, they support that person like no other. And Max Verstappen is no exception. He is so loved in this country. It's really cool to see. Hoe heet je?
Melia.
Hoi, ik ben Sam.
Hoi.
Aangenaam.
Aangenaam.
Nou, ik zou je graag vragen, hoe zou je omschrijven in Lelystad?
Nou, Lelystad is een hele groene omgeving met veel water. Waar je nog heel wijd kan wonen.
Nou, mooi. En wat is het verschil met Lelystad tegen de rest van Nederland, zou je zeggen? Een beetje wat je al uitgelegd hebt?
Ja, ik denk wat ik al heb gezegd. Ik denk dat je niet hutje-mutje woont. Dus je woont nog heel vrij. Ik denk dat je nog veel grond en huis krijgt voor een redelijke prijs. Dan zeker vergeleken met als je naar Amsterdam gaat. Ja. Daarentegen mis je misschien wel weer juist de gezelligheid van Amsterdam. Dat heb je hier wel weer een stukje minder. Maar als je echt van heel vrij wonen houdt, dan moet je zeker hier gaan wonen.
Ja, nou oké, ik snap it. Now the next part of my day took place at Batavialand, which consists of 3 attractions. One being a reconstruction of a 17th century Dutch trading ship, where you could walk throughout the whole ship and get an idea of what it was like on these ships back in the day. I think for anyone really big into history, this would be a special experience. Second, there's also a shipyard where you can see how these ships were built, and you can also see ships currently being worked on. And lastly, there's a whole museum full of exhibitions related to the development of Flevoland and the Dutch relationship with water management in general. I would say, if you plan on visiting here, you would need at least around 3 hours if you want to get the full experience. All right, that marks the end of my time here at Batavialand. They were closing pretty soon, so I didn't have time to really see everything. But nonetheless, it was really, really cool. Definitely recommend checking it out. And now it's time to head to the hotel. I'm a little tired. It's been a long program today. There's been a lot going on, but really, really cool day. Good morning, everybody. It's day 2, and now it is time to explore Almere. Let's go. All right, so the main thing that's on the agenda today is a walking tour. Someone's gonna show me around the city and show me some of the special things that they have here in Almere.
Hi, my name is Paul, and I will be the guide for today in making sure you don't miss out on anything here in Almere, the newest and youngest city of the Netherlands.
All right, now can you explain to me where we're at right now?
Yes, you are here at one of the squares here in the Almere city center.
Yep.
And as you can see around, you can see how the street plan itself works. It's very broad from the point we're standing on now, but it narrows down to the end of the street.
Yeah.
And that is a way of crowd control in a sense. This is the traffic area for lots of pedestrian people to walk and go to the shops.
Yeah.
And eventually when you're entering the shops, it narrows down. It makes it more cozy and for families to walk here. The good thing about Almere is it's a beautiful city. It will continue to grow and we use our space to the maximum. And so it means that new architects, new people can make their own buildings again. That is the good thing about Almere. We kept spaces open from the original plan of this city center in order to give new generations an opportunity to build their own buildings instead of just living on the old architecture. We find it quite important here in Almere. Actually, it's a policy we made out of it to green up the city. This area behind me that you can see was actually in the early days only concrete. It was used for festivals and for big crowds to gather together and listen to music. But now, as you can see, we cleaned it up completely. The water quality in Almere is high enough and good enough for people to swim in. So if you feel the need, not now with this weather, but if you feel the need, you can take a swim over there.
You know, I heard like a lot of bad things about Almere before, but I don't know where people got these opinions from. Like, this is a really, really beautiful city. I mean, yes, I understand it doesn't have like the charm of like the old cities here in the Netherlands because it's a brand new city compared to the other ones. But nonetheless, it's a really like nice, well thought out city, very clean, seems very peaceful, relaxed. Nice vibe, nice vibe.
Well, it's wonderful to stand here, of course, because you can see here behind us a wonderful little city theater. And it actually consists out of 2 buildings, as you can see, a high-rise and a very large block over there. The large block is the main theater for plays, actually.
Okay.
And for smaller plays, we can use a smaller block, of course. Okay, well, it's always nice to see a market like this. We have them twice a week here in Almere city center. And now it's Saturday, it's a bit cloudy, a bit chilly, but you see that lots of people are walking around to the market, which is a wonderful place to be, and cheap things to buy, always good. But if you like to follow me, you can see over there a building that's called the New Library. It's an amazing building, and I would like to invite you over to come in. Entering now the library, and as you can see, it is quite busy actually. One should think, oh, I'm going to collect a book, you know, but that's not the case. Modern new libraries are far more interested in meeting up with people and facilitating people to meet up and do things together, socialize. As you can see here, that's happening right now. This is one of my favorite spots to come along, because this is how Almere is designed on the drawing board actually. One can easily see the car lanes over there with a roundabout separated from pedestrian, separated for public transport and for bicycles. The bicycles, you can see, have their own lanes over here. They are crossing as we speak. And you can see here a line for the bus itself. It goes up with a little bridge. And it is also separated, so the transport of the public transport is always on time here, because they don't have any hinder at all from other traffic actually. It's separated. And the funny thing is, if you're trying to get your license here for your driving your car, you're not allowed to do your exams here because of the separation of all the traffic. You can do an exam, but that you have to do it in another city, drive in the real world actually, and then you get your license for your car, and then you can drive here as well. Well, we're gonna end the tour now, unfortunately.
Yeah,
we could walk on for hours more. I do hope you enjoyed to stay here in Almere.
I really did.
I enjoy the fact that you enjoyed this. Yeah, it's wonderful.
Oh, thank you so much.
You're most welcome.
Ja.
Have a safe trip home.
Dankjewel. Tot de volgende keer.
Tot de volgende keer.